Hello everyone, very good afternoon. So in this session, we're gonna see how to create your first EC2 instance. Currently, we are using this AWS as a cloud provider. You can see the management console. Prerequisite is you must have the AWS account where you can register yourself. It may be a personal. It's free to use. If you are a student or someone else, you can just create your AWS account. It's very good to practice or for in-hand experience. You must have the access for this account. Yeah. In case if you want to know about how to create the AWS account ID, do let me know. We'll make a separate video on creation of ID for the AWS. Okay. So if you log into the management console, this is our the UI which we can see. Here if we want to create the first EC2 instance, then we need to search over here. It's EC2 stand for the Elastic Compute Cloud, or you can directly search like Elastic Compute EC2. You can directly see. Coming to the EC2, we need to create on the instances. Here in instances, if you can see, currently I'm terminating one of the instances, but we'll create the instances from the scratch. So we need to click on launch instance. The first step should be the launch instance. Here you can see in the orange mark. You click on launch instance. You can see launch an instance. You need to provide the name and tag of the instance. So as of now, I'm providing test for instance. This is a direct name. Application and OS. You can find couple of operating system: Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, SUSE, and Debian. You can also find CentOS as well. So this is all about the OS which have. The main purpose of using the Linux, we all know Linux, Ubuntu, or Linux type of system, which is the Debian. We can use it for the web server, app server, or DevOps tools like setup of Jenkins, Kubernetes, Terraform, and all those things. Basically, the Windows is basically used for the GUI based application or SQL. So this is all about the different OS which can be used for different applications. Coming back to the AMI, so you can see the different version of the AMI. If you select for the Ubuntu, you can see the different versions of the Ubuntu that are easily available. Depending upon some of the scenario based, we can select the different version. As of now, we are just testing it. So we'll go for the latest one, which is the free tier eligible. But according to project or real-time exposure, we need to select about the required version. If you go on the description, you can find about the Ubuntu version, SSD type, support, and all those things which can be verified. This is an important part, instance type. We can see instance type, couple of T2 micro, which is a free tier eligible. You can see about the T2 micro is about 750 hours per month. So that's enough long. So we need to select as of now just to create our instance. It's okay. The process is same for any other type of instances as well. But as per the requirement, we need to modify the required instance. T2 Nano is very small and it can just use to just check it for the instances. T2 Micro is just about one CPU where we can just install some CLIs and a Terraform, at least we can install. But in case if you want to go for the CICD pipeline, if you want to install a big applications, Kubernetes, Docker, and other tools, we cannot do in T2 Micro. Either we need to switch for T2 Medium or T2 Large for the real life application. And even if we go on the production environment, even we use T2 X large or T2 large for the deployment of the server. Yeah. Okay. So as of now, we are using T2 micro. If you are using the free tier, definitely go for T2 micro just for the testing. Key pair is one of the important aspect. This is actually the PEM file. Here we create a PEM file. PEM file basically stand for the privacy enhanced mail. If we create on the PEM file, we need to give a name. Let us test the, that can be the easy name. Here it's a PEM file. It's used for it's actually basically a private key that we can use for ourselves. It can be used for the SSH and SSL authentication. So we can use the PEM file over here. This is the name of PEM file. It will be downloaded to your local, and it will be help us to connect with this particular instances. Yeah, you'll click on create key pair. See, it has been downloaded. You can connect on the local downloads. You can see the PEM file with the desired name has been open. If you want to open, so you can see this is private key that we have. So yeah, so this is the PEM file we have downloaded till here. As of now, for network setting, this is a part of network setting. Network is important because your EC2 instance deployed in under some of the VPC. VPC stand for Virtual Private Cloud. So we can say that under certain VPC, it's actually been deployed, the instance. Depending upon the company's requirement, company's settings, we have the default VPC as per the networking configuration. We create our VPC security groups and other networking configuration. As of now, this is default. You can check if you want to create, you can create your exit or you can go for the existing one. Here we can give some port access. As of now, we are just allowing everything. Configuration, this is about the CPU storage. So this is just 8 GB of storage which we have. We can expand it up to the 30 GB for the free tier. So no need to expand it as of now, but we can expand it 30 GB. We can see later on when we are going to the big projects and something else. We'll see about the for the big files. Yeah. Advanced setting is more about joining domain directory and IAM instance profile. This is directly attaching AD directory, active directory to the EC2 instance or AWS manage ID. Or IAM role is all about identity and access management, which actually deals with the policies and rules which attach to the EC2 so that it can authorize the user to have the access, the limitation in the access and involve some restrictions so that the data can be made more secure and it can be more configured and with more security. Yeah. And this is all about the recoveries behavior. So this we don't have to do as of now. There are a couple of things which we'll come to know, but as of now we are just releasing our instances. So we are just click on launch instances. We are good to go. If we want to create multiple instances, here you can change it to 2, 3, 4 as of number, any of number at least. So we are just creating one instance. We can click on launch instance. Okay, so you can see the latest one, the one which we have created right now has been created. It can be seen in the status check is initializing, so it will not take much time. If you go over here in the instance, you can see the public IP4 address, security. This is our private IP4 address, AMI IDs is there, monitoring status, the VPC ID subnet. If you want to check about the security, you can see the security group has been attached with the given port access 80.22.443. So in case like if you want to set up Jenkins Kubernetes, we can need to access more ports, more we need to provide more access to the inbound traffic. So this is how. Now let's connect with the instances. Clicking on the instances, connect to the public IP. We are using this. Now let's connect. See, so our terminal is ready. This is about our Ubuntu OS, and this has now been set up completely. If you click on clear, you can see, and if you ask who am I, it will see clearly say Ubuntu. So this is the Ubuntu OS, which is completely ready. We have opened it to a session manager, but we have couple of other ways to open this terminal. So we'll discuss that in other session. But as of now, you can able to open your first EC2 instances, which has been completely deployed under T2 Micro and in the AWS Management Console. Hope you like this session. Do let me know more about the DevOps tools, technologies, consoles, and providers. We'll make separate video for all the topics that are important for the DevOps. Thank you. Do follow, share, subscribe.